Our game is set in a background described in a series of books by Andzej Sapkovski.
Andzej Sapkovski is, I believe, the most popular Polish fantasy writer. He created the story of the Geralt that the game bases upon.
He's extremely popular in Poland, in Russia, in Spain, in Czech Republic. Actually, in all countries he was published so far.
It's not necessary to know this, read these books to play the game, because we're making a game that is self-consistent.
Story in the game is a completely new story. It was written by us, it's not based on books. So the story starts like 5 years after those books ends. At the end of those books, Geralt dies. Actually, he departs from this reality, from this world. So it's so mysterious that people who wrote those books are always arguing if Geralt survived or not. So Andzej Sapkovski told us he survived, and so we can bring him back. Geralt appears at the beginning of the game, and because we wanted the game to be played by people from other countries, Geralt lost his memory. That's why player playing the role of Geralt will be introduced to the world in the same way as the main character.
We concentrate more on getting to know the world, on finding out how the world of Andzej Sapkovski is created, what rules are used in this world, and what's so exceptional about it.
It's about real problems. So while reading those books, you will find problems that are also in newspapers. Headlines of newspapers are about terrorism, about ecology, about emancipation of women. So all those things you will find in those books. So those books are about modern problem and also about modern people, because you can easily understand their motivations. They don't want to save the world by dropping a ring into a volcano, or they don't want to destroy the world. They just want to have fun, to gain power, to earn money, you know, to drink. So those things we can easily understand. So they are real. Problems are real. Decisions in the game, in this world, are real.
What's also important, it aims more for the more mature players, because I know maybe too young players might have difficulties in making these choices easier.
It's very real. It's not a good choice and bad choice, but a choice and its consequences. You made a choice and you have to live with it.
Because of the decisions that you make and the fact that the consequences you face are prolonged in time, you need to have a clear indication what decision generated what consequences. And that's where we came up with an idea of creating the flashback system.
After, like, say 5 or 6 hours of the game, you will encounter event in the storyline, and this event is a result of your very choice, like in the beginning of the game. So every time you encounter such event, there is a special flashback cutscene showing you what you did and why this resulted in such event.
All this allows us to make a game that can be played and should be played more than once, because there are at least 3 main lines you can follow, and 3 games you can see, three developments of the story.
It's fun to play the game multiple times because of the choices you make, because of the different stories you can find out.
Those choices build up 3 completely different endings. Those different endings are absolutely completely different situations. Some people are alive, other died. We have different friends, different enemies, but actually we always succeed. We always achieve our final goal. We always finish the game, but it's always different price we pay. This is how we try to tell the story. We wanted to give player as much freedom as he wants to change the story, to have a story as he likes in the game.
The Witcher is about to take like 40 to 50 hours to walk throughout the whole game, but that's only through the one path of the game. And since there are multiple paths, you can multiply that.
We wanted to create the game based on those books, and at the beginning we just wanted not to spoil the quality of books and make adaptation that is equally good. And I believe we did it, so I can say the game is one of the most innovative, interesting PC role-playing games published so far.